Hello, folks. Thanks for joining us today on High Button Sports. Here at the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton today, we have the Down East Stars from PEI here against your Western Flames in Fredericton. First game of two-game set this weekend. Game 1 right now, Game 2 tomorrow morning. Same place here at the Grant Harvey Center. 11 a.m. against the Stars again. We'll have a peek here and see if we can see who our starting goalies are. Looking down at the Flames end here, looks like it will be Rylan Arbo starting in goal for the Flames. And down for the Stars, I think I see number 1. That would be Grace Dunn in net for the Down East Stars. And we're about to get underway. Thanks for joining us here today on High Button Sports. Puck's down into the Flames zone. Flames try to move it out. Held in. Back to the blue line. Shot from the point. This is wide right. A little bit of a blind spot for me here. I can't see who has the puck behind the banners. Makes his way down in the corner. Coming at the right-hand side. That's Lawrence. Lawrence pushes it into the neutral zone. Chip. But that goes out of play, and we have our first whistle of the game. 30 seconds in about. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Lutley in to take it for the Stars. Won by Folks. Chipped up into the neutral zone. Puck sent into the Flames zone. Picked up behind the net by Boursier. Boursier sends it up the left-hand side. That's picked off. Shot from the sharp angle. Arbo will hang on to that one. These two teams faced each other last weekend at the Showcase in PEI. Stars took that game 4-0. Stars on that weekend won 3 out of 4. Puck covered up by Dunn. We'll have a face-off in the Stars zone. And the Flames dropped all 4 games of the Showcase weekend. Looking for something a little better here today. Puck in the Stars zone. Wrapped around the right-hand side. Centered. Picked up by Gauvin. Gauvin sends it up the right-hand side. And it's reversed back by the Stars. Down low below the Flames goal line. Puck behind the net. Comes across. Shot. That misses wide right. Puck up the left side to Dooland. Dooland centers it. Now Sommers. Sommers is going to chip it and go for a line change. That's recovered by Citron. Puck into the neutral zone by the Stars. Skips past Polchis. Boursier fighting for it behind the net. Now Feltmate. Feltmate and Johnstone. Johnstone wraps it around the wall to Polchis. Here's Polchis. Polchis tries chipping it ahead to Cook. That's blocked. Cook just out of her reach in the neutral zone. Here comes Walker. Walker throws it along the wall. It's picked off. Back into the neutral zone. Stars carry it in. They're offside. And we'll have ourselves a neutral zone face-off. Lawrence finally fishes that face-off back, comes back into the neutral zone. Stars recover. Puck pinned along the boards here. Finally sent down below the Flames goal line. Gauvin has it. Gauvin sends it up the left-hand side, misses the target. That's going to go all the way for icing. And we'll have a face-off back in the Flame zone. Face-off to the left of our bow. Lawrence is going to be in to take it. One's blown down off the drop. So we'll do that over again. 16:48 of the first period, no score. No shots on goal up on the board yet. And we'll have McKinnison to take the face-off against Lawrence. Lawrence wins it. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence up the left-hand side. She carries into the neutral zone. Lawrence sends it down low. Smith tries sending it back to the point. Nobody's there. It's going to come all the way back to the Flame zone, recovered by Nelson. Nelson, left-hand side. Lineup note for the Flames. Shea Waterhouse, number 6, back in the lineup after a somewhat lengthy injury, so good to see her back. But we have number 6 back, but we are missing number 16, Audrey Daigle, today, who is out for an injury. Rest of the Flames lineup is as usual, no affiliates or anything today. Here come the Stars. Stars send it below the goal line, picked up by Waterhouse. Waterhouse reverses. She sends it back to Boursier. Boursier now sends it up the left-hand side. Centering pass, that's missed. Eason tries to get a stick on it in the neutral zone. Stars send it back. Gauvin to Sommers. Sommers sends it to the right-hand side. Johnstone's going to pick it up. She sends it into the corner. Johnstone recovers it. Sommers, sharp angle shot, misses the net. Feltmate from the point, sends it through. Now Johnstone. Johnstone tries to spin. Knocked off her stick. Puck along the wall in the Flame zone behind the net. Gauvin has a stick on it. Gauvin sends it up the left-hand side. Misses Polchis. Held in by Fitzpatrick. Puck in the corner. Johnstone tried to fish it out. Arm up for a penalty. It's going to go against the Stars. So at 14:43 the first period, Flames are going to go on a power play. First one of the game. No score here. Shots on goal showing 1-0 in favor of the Flames. And the Flames will go to a power play. We'll have Lawrence in to take the face-off. Won by the Stars. Lost in a few feet there. Dooland. She fishes it out. Now Dooland behind the net. Here's Dooland. She's going to send it back to the point. Boursier throws it back into the corner for Dooland. Dooland's looking behind the net. She reverses. Nelson's there to help her. He gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Boursier. Boursier cross ice to Kimball. Kimball fires it at the net. She just misses wide left. And the Stars are going to send that one down. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Kimball down below the goal line. Now on the stick of Lawrence in the neutral zone. Lawrence, she's going to carry it. Lawrence sends it down. That goes out of play. So we'll have a face-off in the Stars zone. 13:49 left in the first period. My clock's a little off there. I'll get that caught back up. 1:06 left in the Flames power play. No score here. 1-0, the shots on goal in favor of the Flames. Puck comes across to Feltmate. Feltmate, shot. Doesn't make its way through. Hits the boards. Puck back along the wall. Captain Folks has it. Gives it back to Feltmate. Feltmate cross ice to Gauvin. Gauvin sends it down low. Now Cook. Sharp shot by Polchis, I think that is. Makes its way back to the point again. Here's Gauvin. Gauvin fires it off the pad. And that's going to make its way out. 30 seconds now left in the Flames power play. Arbeau out to play the puck. Gauvin grabs it below the goal line. She's looking up ice. Gauvin, she elects to reverse. Comes cross ice to Feltmate. Feltmate through the neutral zone finds Polchis. Here's Polchis. Polchis, little drop pass for Cook. Misses her. Contested along the wall. Chipped out in the neutral zone. No, that's chipped out of play. 5 seconds left in the Flames power play. No score here. Now showing 3 shots on goal in favor of the Flames. Well, the face-off to the right of Dunn. And it looks like it will be Lawrenson to take it against Walker. Walker fixing a net guard, possibly. All right. Lawrence and Walker facing off. Walker tossed. Won by Lawrence. Comes back to Kimball. Kimball tries throwing it towards the net. That's gloved by Dunn. And we'll do that over again. .12:42 here of the first period. No score. Flames unable to capitalize anything on that power play, but they did get a few shots. Shots on goal showing 4-0 in favor of the Flames. Puck down below the Flames goal line. Walker chips it behind the net. Kimball and Walker fighting for it. Walker pins it. Kimball fishing for it. Comes out. Puck still contested here. Boursier tries sending it out. Doesn't get out. Wraps it around the other side. Now Kimball. Kimball up the right side. She'll send it. Doesn't make its way out either. Ref's looking to move the puck. Finally sent out. All 5 Flames gone for a change here. Johnstone, Cook, and Eason out for your Flames forwards. Here's Cook on the left-hand side. She's by herself. She's going to gain the red line and toss it in. Puck in the neutral zone to Cook. She puts it into the zone. It's chipped right back out. Now Waterhouse. Waterhouse throws it in. Here come the Stars. Back on the stick of Gauvin. Gauvin throws it on net. That'll be a shot. Outside the blue line, but she throws it anyways. Now Sommers. Sommers hit Dooland. Knocked her off the puck. Now Folks. Folks below the goal line. Backhands it to the point. Boursier throws it towards the net. That's deflected to the corner. Folks recovers. Sommers. Sommers tries cutting back to her left. Gets back to Feltmate. She loses it in her feet. Held in, but now the Stars have it. Tries to send it down. That's blocked by Boursier. There's Myers. Myers into the neutral zone to Folks. Here's Larkin. Larkin sends it out the right-hand side. Puck through the neutral zone. Picked up by Feltmate. Feltmate sends it back the other way. Here's Mullins. Mullins dishes it off to the D. Sent into the Flame zone. Boursier is going to get after that. Boursier wraps it around her right-hand side. Held in by Walker. Now Feltmate chips it back behind the net. Lawrence picks it up. Halfway through the first period, no score here at the Grant Harvey Center. And we have ourselves another Flames power play. Some of these numbers are tough to read on the Stars. I think that's Mullins headed to the box. So we'll have a face-off. in the Stars zone. 9:53 the first period. Second power play of the game for the Flames. Shot on goal by Feltmate there. And it bounces back to Feltmate. Feltmate goes cross ice to Gauvin. Offside signaled. Gauvin had to leave it. Now the puck contested at the blue line. It's carried in. That's okay. This time wrapped hard around the wall. Gets past Feltmate. It's going to go the length of the ice. 30 seconds gone now in the Flames' second power play of the game. Shots on goal 7-0 in favor of the Flames here. But no score. These two teams met in the showcase last weekend. Stars winning 4-0 on a 3-1 weekend. Flames lost all four. And after the home and home, or sorry, not a home and home, after the two games set this weekend, here comes Walker. She shoots, goes high into the mesh. After this, the Flames' next games are at a tournament in Brampton, Ontario, Toronto area. Two Nations tournament. They will travel. The Flames will fly to Brampton, fly to Toronto on Thursday morning. Team outing to a PWHL game. Should be fun. Headed to a Ottawa-Toronto game, PWHL game on Thursday night. And then games commence on Friday. A couple other teams from the MGHL attending this tournament as well. Don't know who they all are off the top of my head, but there are a few. 18 seconds left in the Flames power play here. Shots on goal now. 8-0 in favor of the Flames. That might be number 9, and indeed it is. They put it up on the board. We are 8 minutes even left in the first period here. No score at the Grant Harvey Center. Johnstone in to take the face-off for the Flames. Tied up, won by the Stars. Gauvin tries wrapping along the boards. That's pinched and held out. Here come the Stars. Shot. Arbo will hang on to that one. And we'll have a face-off in the Flame zone at the 7:44 mark of the first period. That actually registered as the first shot on goal for the Stars. So, face-off to the left of Arbo. It'll be Johnstone against, I can't see if that's Player or McKenzie. Larkin at the point. She sends a cross-ice pass. That's dangerous, and we have a goal. 7:34 of the first period. Only the second shot on goal, but backdoor pass by Larkin. And the Stars are on the board. So, 7:34 of the first period. Stars take a 1-0 lead. Played by Munn. She mishandles it. Doolin picks it up. Doolin sends it back to the point. Boursier, clapper, misses wide right. Stars trying to send it out. Feltmate pinches, holds it in. She has it pinned along the boards. Eason there with her, fishes it out. Sent to the other corner. Doolin goes after it. Now back up the left-hand side. Gets past Feltmate. Folks holds it in. Stars try to exit again. Back in the neutral zone. Boursier gets a stick on it, but the Stars recover. Backhand in tight. We have an arm up for a penalty. I believe he pointed at Feltmate, so we're going to have a Feltmate penalty at 6:42. And the Stars get a chance on the power play after the Flames had 2 power plays earlier this period and nothing to show for it. So Feltmate headed to the box at 6:42. Face off to the right of Arbo. Taken by Lawrence. Puck goes neutral over along the boards. Fitzpatrick holds it in. Loose puck. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Shot through everybody. Hits the post. Strange bounce. And the Stars score on the power play. Only their third shot of the game. It hit the post. Looked like it kind of popped up. Maybe rolled back down the back of our bow. So shots on goal line 3 in favor of the Flames, but the score 2-0 in favor of the Stars here at the 6:23 mark of the first period. Coach looking to talk to the referee. Referees converging on a discussion here. Not sure I saw anything up for debate here, but as usual, I would expect nobody's changing their mind. The goal is the goal, and we are back under play. So after the Feltmate penalty, power play goal by the Stars, 2-0 for the Stars at the 6:12 mark here in the first period. First game of a 2-game set here at the Grant Harvey Center. Second game will be tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, here on High Button. Face off in the Star zone, won by the Stars, below their own goal line. In the neutral zone, Nelson picks it off. Now it's back to Gauvin. Gauvin fires it up. That's going to miss everybody. That'll be icing. And the puck will come back to the Flame zone. 5:53. First period. Face off to the left of our bow. It'll be Lutley for the Stars. Lawrence for the Flames. Lawrence wins it to the corner. Lawrence recovers it too. Sends it up her left-hand side. Puck, cross-ice pass attempt to Cook. Doesn't quite get there, but Cook recovers it anyway. Fires it down. Now Nelson's after it. Here's Nelson. Nelson in the corner. Fires it back to Kimball. Kimball, shot. She misses wide left. Now Johnstone's after it. Johnstone, she's going to give it back to Gauvin. Gauvin takes a shot at it. Doesn't make its way through all the bodies. Cook has a stick on it. Now Johnstone does too. Back to Cook. Cook and Johnstone in the corner. Johnstone gives it back to Gauvin again. Gauvin fires. That's stopped by a stick. Now this time to Kimball. Kimball through all the people. Doesn't make his way through either. That's Fitzpatrick in the corner. Fitzpatrick steps out in front. Little mishandle, but she gets away with it. Now here's Mullins. Mullins picked off the puck. Citron takes a long shot. Our bowl will hang on to that one. And we are at the 4:46 mark of the first period. 2-0 in favor of the Stars, who still trail in shots, 9-4. A power play goal and an even strength goal. Puck below the Flames goal line here. Here's Waterhouse back in the lineup after missing several weeks. Waterhouse back in. Daggle out. Daggle, of course, a big piece of the Flames defense. Tough to see her out, but also great to see Waterhouse back in. Munn hangs on to that one while the face-off in the Star zone at the 4:24 mark. Face off to the left of Munn. It'll be Folkson to take it for the Flames. Player ejected from the face-off. Now Folks wins it. It's chipped down low by Boursier. Puck contested along the boards. Backhanded by Folks around the net. Picked up by the Stars. Pressure by Folks. Knocks it loose. Now Dooland has it behind the net. Sends it to Folks. Folks tries backhanding it. Doesn't make its way very far. Stars send that one into the neutral zone. Arbeau out to leave it for Waterhouse. Waterhouse backhands it up the right-hand side. Here comes Sommers. Sommers sends it along the wall. Picked up by Larkin. Puck back to the blue line for Larkin. Larkin takes a shot, hits the foot of Waterhouse. Ends up in the corner. Folks trying to fish it out. Stars come out with it. Back to Larkin again. Larkin, another shot attempt, hit a stick. This time sent back in the other way. Now Boursier. Boursier below the goal line gives it to Waterhouse. Waterhouse up the left-hand side. Chipped into the neutral zone. Couple of Flames going for a change. Puck coming back to the Flame zone. Walker hustling after it. Waterhouse gets there first. Dishes it off to Gauvin. Gauvin over to Eason. Eason into the neutral zone to Lawrence. Lawrence dishes it off. Doolan tries a shot. Picked off by Lawrence. And the Flames are on the board at that 2:42 mark of the first period. Doolan did a little bit of work to get in there. Lawrence grabbed that puck and she went top right corner. So 2:42 of the first period. Flames get on the board on their 10th shot on goal. 4 for the Stars. And it is 2-1 for the Stars here in the first period. Here's Lawrence again. She's 1 on 3. Knocked off the puck. Back to Gauvin. Cross ice to Eason. Eason, she just chips it in gently. That's recovered by McGuigan. Feltmate holds it in. Feltmate throws it below the goal line. So, Eason and Dooland with the assist on the Lawrence goal. Here's Johnstone now. Johnstone, she's pinned along the wall. Nelson right there trying to wait for something to come out. Hand pass called. And we are at 1:47 remaining in the first period. Neutral zone face-off here. Won by the Stars. Sent into the zone. Boursier has it now. Boursier looks up the left-hand side. That's picked off. Puck towards the net. Kimball fires it up the right-hand side. That's held in by Bradley. Here's Lutley. Lutley in the neutral zone. Chipped down below the goal line. 1:17 now remaining in the first period. Boursier sends it up the right-hand side to Cook. Lutley again in the neutral zone. She's got Walker and Citrom. Shot by Citrom. Somebody picked up the rebound. I didn't see who it was. Somebody, the benefactor of a nice rebound sitting right in the, pretty much straight outside the goal crease, tapped it in. Didn't see who it was. Possibly McInnes. I'll have to wait and hear the goal announcement. Didn't see who knocked that in. I don't think it was Walker. 55 seconds left in the first period. Stars now leading 3-1. They've leveled up the shots on goal. It's now 10-7 are the shots on goal. 45 seconds left. Puck deep in the Flame zone. Sommer's trying to fish it out along the boards. Citrone, again, another shot from the point. Gauvin reverses, coming up the right-hand side. Citrone throws it back in. And now Waterhouse has to recover. We're down to 15 seconds left on the period. Picked off in the slot. Shot. Arbeau has to hang on to that. And we have 9 seconds left on the clock here in the first period. And the Stars are leading 3-1 on 8 shots. And the Flames have won on 10 shots. Lawrence tossed from the face-off. Face-off won by the Stars. Citron takes another shot. That one hits the shin pads of Lawrence. This one will make its way in the neutral zone, and that should end the period. And that is the end of the first. Down East Stars lead 3-1 after one. 10-8 shots on goal in favor of the Flames. And I will put you on mute, send you to our sponsor roll, and I will rejoin you for the start of the second period here from the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton. All right, welcome back for the second period. Teams just joining the ice here. Down East Stars from PEI, leading 3-1 after the first period. Shots on goal 10-8 in favor of the Flames. Here at the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton, first of a game. 2-game set, second game tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. back here at the Grant Harvey Center on High Button. Same two teams, same place, same me. Feltmate sends that one in the neutral zone. Fitzpatrick sends it back the other way. Puck back in the neutral zone again. Player through the neutral zone. Player still with it, drops it off. Now Feltmate. Feltmate tries pushing it forward. Now Somers. Still held in. Here's McInnes. She sends it below the goal line. Lawrence is going to be there. Lawrence centers it for Nelson. Nelson's going to chip that off the glass and head to the bench. Bradley's going to pick it up below the goal line for the Stars. Knocked off by Somers. Somers still with it. Tried to dish it off to Boursier. Didn't happen. Walker through the neutral zone. Arm up for icing, and that one should come back the other way for a face-off to the right of Dunn. In the Stars zone. 18:53. Second period. Johnstone didn't take the face-off. It's contested, but she gets it back to Boursier. Boursier chips it up high. Didn't quite hit the mesh, so it's not still in play. Johnstone behind the net. She's knocked off the puck. I believe that's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick comes across ice to Mullins. Mullins looking for a path to the net. Takes a shot. Blocker down by Arbeau. Another shot. Arbeau sends that one to the corner. Loose puck in front. Shot misses. Another one ends up behind the net here. Johnstone backhands it. Picked off by the Stars again. Loose puck in the crease. Now Johnstone tries pushing it ahead in the neutral zone to Polchis. Stars back to the neutral zone. Gauvin has it backhanded on in the neutral zone. Stars recover. Send it to Arbeau. Arbeau's going to cover it. She sends it off to her right-hand side for Gauvin. Gauvin with a little bit of a carry in the neutral zone. Gauvin still with it. Gauvin tried to fire a shot. Didn't quite get much on it. Puck still in the corner. Here it comes. Back in the neutral zone. Picked up by Gauvin again. Gauvin chips it up the left-hand side. Battle for it here along the wall. Polchis comes out with it. And Dunn will hang on to that. Sorry, that wasn't Polchis. That was Folks. 17:21 of the second period. Face off to the right of Dunn. It'll be Lawrenson to take it. Lawrence tossed out. Nelson will take her spot. Face-off won by the Stars, wrapped around the net to Citron. Now Nelson keeps it in the zone, tries shoveling it below, but doesn't get very far. Now Feltmate gets it down low in the Stars zone. Feltmate skips past her feet. It's going to be in the neutral zone, picked up by Boursier. Boursier up the right-hand side. Now here comes Lawrence. Lawrence has Nelson. Nelson couldn't get her handle on the shot. Still a loose puck. Feltmate backhands it into traffic. Another swipe at it by Lawrence. Finally blown down here. Goalie lost the glove and her stick. Good flurry there by the Flames. Bench gave it some love for sure. Face off to the right of Dunn. Lawrence sends it over, but it's picked up by Fitzpatrick, who wraps it around the boards to Walker. Back below the Stars goal line. Now Lawrence has it again. Lawrence cuts into the middle. Backhand attempt. Makes its way back to the Flames point. Shot. That was going wide. Shot by Gauvin, but Dunn will hang on to it at 16-18 of the second period. Stars leading 3-1. Johnstone in to take the face-off for the Flames. Won by the Stars. Fitzpatrick tries wrapping around the net. Now Somers putting pressure on it. Picked off in the neutral zone by Gauvin. Flames tag up. Gauvin carries it in. Tries backhanding it into the Stars zone. Fitzpatrick with it now. Fitzpatrick hits the side of the net. Johnstone got a stick on it, but it still skips over Gauvin. Here's Fitzpatrick again. Fitzpatrick up the right-hand side. Fitzpatrick holding on to it. Knocked off the puck in the neutral zone by Gauvin. Here's Folks. Folks to Somers. Somers can't quite handle it. Polches will throw it into the corner, head to the bench for a change, as do the rest of the Flames. Dooland came rushing in there. Puck skipped past her. Now Dooland has it again. Boursier tries grabbing it. Doesn't get very far. Puck into the neutral zone. 15:03 here in the second period. Stars leading 3-1. And we'll have ourselves a whistle. And a neutral zone face-off towards the Flames end. Shots on goal showing 15-12 in favor of the Flames. Folks takes the face-off, wins it back to Waterhouse. Waterhouse back in the lineup after several weeks out injured. Daigle, the only Flame, not in the lineup today. Probably out again tomorrow, but rejoining the team, hopefully, at the Two Nation tournament in Ontario starting Friday. Puck in the Flame zone, centering attempt. That's broken up by Waterhouse. Sent back down below the goal line. That's player behind the net, tries centering it. Now it's on the stick of Cook. Cook backhands it in the neutral zone. Nelson's there. Held by Myers. In the feet of Myers. Now Lawrence. Lawrence gets it to Cook. Cook's going to throw that towards the net. Puck off to the corner. McKinnis sends it up the left-hand side. Shot attempt by Nelson. That's off to the right of Dunn. Here comes Mullins. She's knocked off the puck by Gauvin. Arm is up. And that is going to be a body contact for sure. Should have a 2-minute body contact on Gauvin coming here. Interference, I guess, rather. Could have called it one or the other. So, 13:36. Second period. Gauvin in the box for interference. Johnstone in the big face-off for the Flames. It is won by the Stars. Comes back to Larkin. Larkin goes cross-ice to her partner. Shot. And our bow hangs onto that. A mere 7 seconds gone. In the Stars power play. So now it'll be Folkson to take the face-off against Lutley. Lutley wins it again. Now Johnstone picked it off this time. Johnstone, she's going to throw it towards the net. Dunn plays it off to her left. Johnstone's there first, pins it in the corner, trying to kill some time off this. Here come the Stars. That is blown down offside. 30 seconds gone in the Stars power play. Gauvin in the box for interference at the 13:04 mark. Here we are of the second period. Lawrence takes that face off and shoveled all the way down the ice. Dooland puts pressure on it. Dunn out to play it. Fitzpatrick behind the net. Here comes Larkin. Larkin through the neutral zone. She keeps hang of it. Takes a shot. That misses wide right. She sends it back to the point. And the Flames will get that one all the way down. Halfway through the Stars power play. And somewhere's behind the play. I didn't see that. But I believe I heard Mullins for an interference. Okay, here goes Mullins across the ice. So we'll have 55 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Flames will have a brief minute and 5-second power play. 12:31 of the second period. Stars leading 3-1. Shots on goal showing 16-13 in favor of the Flames still. Pulchis and Johnstone, your 4-on-4 forwards here. Here comes Walker against Boursier. Boursier knocks it free. Johnstone, she's taken to her knees. Gives it back to Boursier. Boursier again. Looking up the left side to Johnstone. Here's Johnstone. Johnstone centers it to Pulchis. Here's Pulchis in the neutral zone. Pulchis tries a shot attempt. She's 1-on-3. Johnstone heads to the bench in favor of Folks. Captain Folks chips it ahead in the neutral zone. And that is blown down offside. So 15 seconds left of 4-on-4. And then the Flames will have a minute and 5 on the power play. 3-1 the score here in favor of the Stars. Game 1 of the 2-game set. Game 2 tomorrow morning, right back here, Grant Harvey Center, High Button Sports, 11 a.m. Puck into the Stars zone, and now we are on the Flames power play. Icing waved off. Kimball recovers it below the Flames goal line. Here comes Kimball. Kimball fumbles the pass. And the Stars will send it all the way back. Waterhouse chips it behind the net. Gets past Kimball again. Walker hard on it. Nice hustle by Walker there. Here come the Stars. Player in the slot, still dangling with it. 17 seconds now on the Flames power play. Looking to do something here. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence, shot attempt that hits, I believe it's Larkin that she backed into. And we are right back to even strength as Mullins rejoins her teammates on the ice. Mullins centers the puck. Recovered by Pulchis. Pulchis gains the red line, tries shoveling it in, doesn't get there. Now Mullins in the neutral zone gets a stick on it. Feltmate tries sending it back the other way, skips past her. Mullins in the corner. Still with it. Mullins centering puck. Nobody there. Picked up by Smith. Smith centers it to Nelson, gets past her. Puck deep in the Flame zone. Feltmate's there. Wraps it around the left-hand side. Picked up in the neutral zone by Matheson. She sends it back into the Flame zone. There's Smith. Smith fires it on net. Stars quickly recover, send it in the neutral zone. Gauvin backhands it. Now here's Eason. Eason dishes it off to Doolin. Doolin couldn't keep a handle on it. Comes back again. Sent up through the neutral zone to Doolin. Doolin gets a stick on it, so that won't be icing. We're at the 8:50 mark of the second period. Shots on goal 17-13 now in favor of the Flames, but the score still 3-1 in favor of the Stars. Here's Folks now. Folks caused a turnover. She shovels it into the corner. And a couple of the Flames headed to the bench while Eason puts pressure on it. Into the neutral zone. Waterhouse will be there first. Waterhouse looking pretty good in her first game back after missing, I don't know how many games she missed, but she missed a while. 5-6 weeks. Here's Fitzpatrick. Johnstone puts pressure on her. Fitzpatrick tries sending it into the zone. Hits Gauvin. Ends up still below the goal line. Here's Cook. Fitzpatrick holds it in. Here's Cook again. Cook up to Polchis. Polchis shot from a long ways away. Not really headed towards the net, but Dunn will reach up and grab it and take that for a whistle. We are at the 7:46 mark of the second period. Face off to the right of Dunn. Lawrenson to take it. Won by the Stars. Below the goal line, there's Lawrence. Lawrence is on it. Nelson in to help. McGuigan knocks it free. Chipped into the neutral zone, recovered by Kimball. Kimball's going to go behind the net and reset. Kimball. Pressure from all three angles here. Here's McGuigan. McGuigan looking to go below the goal line. That's picked off by Kimball. Now battle along the boards. Nelson trying to fish it out. Can't. Comes cross ice to Fitzpatrick. On her wrong side. She was wound up for a one-timer. Here's Kimball. Kimball hits another stick. Now Lawrence. Lawrence slows it down. Dishes it to Somers. Somers gets it over the blue line, but that's going to come back to Mullins. Mullins to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick through the neutral zone. Fitzpatrick still carrying it. Fitzpatrick, the shot. She misses wide left. Now McKenzie putting pressure on it. Boursier sends it behind the net to Kimball. Funny bounce back on the stick of McKenzie. McKenzie sends it back to the point. Shot. And Arbo will hang on to that at the 6:14 mark of the second period. Shots pretty much leveled up now. 17-15 in favor of the Flames. But the score, 3-1 in favor of the Stars. Face off to the left of Arbo here. Captain Folkson to take it for the Flames. And Player to take it for the Stars. Won by Folks. Behind the net, here's Feltmate. Wrapped back around the left-hand side in the Flame zone. McKenzie got a piece of it. Tried sending it back in, but the Flames get it out. Puck in the neutral zone, fired towards net. Arbo directs that off to her right-hand side. There's Feltmate with it. Feltmate up the right-hand boards. Held in by Player. Back below the Flames goal line again. Now this time it's Gauvin. Gauvin up the left side to Dooland. Player held that in, then heads right to the bench for a change. Puck going down the ice. Icing waved off. Myers will grab it below the Stars goal line. Try sending it up. That's recovered by Folks. Folks tried centering that to Smith. I could hear Smith call for the puck from here. Nice call for the puck by Smith. Lutley sends it down low. She's pinched off by Gauvin. Folks is there with her. Wraps it around the boards. Held it in the blue line. I believe that's Citron. Held it in. Now Polchis. Polchis on the left-hand side. Throws it towards the net. She misses wide left. Now Citrum gets it to the blue line. Just held in by Boursier, but Stars get it out. Here's McInnes. McInnes shot on our bow. Back to the point. Matheson. Matheson misses the net. Now Waterhouse. Waterhouse backhands it up the right-hand side to Folks. Folks centering puck. Gets past both Johnstone and Polchis, but Polchis gets it, throws it in. Now Johnstone. Johnstone in by herself. In tight. She's taken down. That'll be a penalty. Johnstone draws the penalty at the 4:15 mark of the second period. These scrunched up jerseys. I believe that was Mullins again headed to the box. I'll wait for the call for sure. When the jerseys fold into the pants, it's really hard to tell who's who sometimes. Can't read the numbers. Spin and fire by Folks. Back on the stick of Folks. And this one makes its way out. We are 3:58 in the second period. Stars leading 3-1. Flames on the power play. 30 seconds gone in this power play. Here's Polchis. Okay, so the penalty is Matheson, not Mullins. Sometimes I would say my bad, but I couldn't read the numbers, so just couldn't see it. This power play of the Flames almost halfway over. This player causing pressure on Gauvin. Feltmate's there. 3 Flames. Player burned another 10-15 seconds there. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence up the right-hand side. She's got Nelson and Dooland with her, and they go offside. I think it was Dooland who stepped off. 3:02 remaining in the second period. 47 seconds left in the Flames power play. We'll have Lawrence against Lutley for the face-off in the neutral zone. Makes its way back to Kimball. Kimball's going to come cross-ice to Boursier, but puck is bouncing. Boursier can't grab it. Now Nelson. Nelson in the neutral zone. She's got Dooland. Nelson to Dooland. Dooland. She misses the net. Dooland shovels it down low. Misses the target. Wraps around the boards. Kimball's going to keep it in. Kimball at the blue line. 22 seconds left on the Flames power play. Makes his way below the goal line. Dooland with it. Dooland overskates it. Wrapped back around the boards. Kimball with a deep pinch. Keeps it in. Stars are going to get there first, though. 8 seconds left in the power play for the Flames. That's going all the way down, and that will do it for the Flames power play as Matheson steps back on the ice, and we're back to even strength with 2:10 left in the second period. Puck up through the neutral zone to Somers. Sorry, that's Smith. Fitzpatrick pushes it ahead. Just out of the reach of player. Now battling down below the goal lines. Player comes back to the point to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick shot. Weird tip. Ends up missing wide right. Dangerous puck that was. Back into the Flame zone. Held in at the blue line. I believe that's Bradley. Sends it down low. Waterhouse is on it. Up the left-hand side. Somers gets it out. Somers knocks it free. Somers first on the puck in the corner. Centering pass attempt. Broken up. 1 minute even left in the second period. Flames trailing 3-1 to the Down East Stars. Down East Stars sitting 5th in the league standings. Face-off won by Johnstone. Johnstone tries backing it again. Now Eason tries sending it up the right-hand side. Doesn't get very far. 34 seconds now left in the period. Shot from the point. Arbo directs that off to her right-hand side. Puck below the goal line. Now Boursier wraps it up to left. Myers trying to hold it in. Makes his way into the neutral zone now. Here's Johnstone. Johnstone again. Johnstone skating with it. She pushes it deep. Recovered by Larkin. Larkin up her right-hand side to McKenzie. Puck will end up back down below the Stars' goal line. 4 seconds left in the period. This is probably going to wrap it up. And that is the end of 2. 3-1. The score here at the Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton. 18-17, the shots on goal now in favor of the Stars for the first time in the game. And I will rejoin you for the start of the third period. All right, everybody, welcome back for the third period here at the Grant Harvey Center. The Eastern Stars from PEI against your Western Flames here in Fredericton at the Grant Harvey Center. Puck dropped for the third period. Stars leading 3-1. First game of the two-game set. Here comes Walker. Walker. She's going to carry it around the net. Walker still with it. Walker dishes it back to the point to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, little angle past Nelson. Sent back into the neutral zone. Dunn out to play it below the goal line. Flames change. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to go cross ice. Back on the stick of Kimball. Kimball tries looking for Borsier. Misses her. That's picked up by Lutley. Into the neutral zone. Here's Sommers. Sommers takes a long shot. Misses wide right behind the net. Folks recovers it. Gives it back to Sommers. Sommers sends it back to Kimball at the point. Kimball elects to throw it through everybody. Hit the stick of Sommers, but it's pinned along the boards. And that one is whistled down in the neutral zone. And we'll have a face-off in the Flames zone, I think is where I saw the pointing. Didn't quite see where the puck went out of play, but so it'll be to the right of our bow. It'll be Johnstone against Player for the face-off. Won by Johnstone. Gauvin recovers it, sends it around the net to Waterhouse. Waterhouse reverses. Give it back to Gauvin. Gauvin centers it for Johnstone. Skips past her. And that's offside. Neutral zone face-off. Same two facing off. This time it is won by Player. Waterhouse tried to shovel that one in the neutral zone. It's held in by the Stars. Pinned along the wall here. Waterhouse and Johnstone fishing for it. Waterhouse has the Player pinned, and that one's blown down. Refs looking to get that puck moved as often as possible. Face off again. Same two again. All right. Johnstone 1-1. Player 1-1. Let's see who wins this one. Oh, nope. Player is out. Player replaced by Lutley. All right. Face off to the left. Kind of went over to the boards. I don't know. We'll say that's a neutral face off. Nobody really won that one. Recovered in the neutral zone by Larkin. Here comes Larkin. She carries it in. She's knocked off the puck. Johnstone backhands it around the net. Gauvin. Gauvin's going to be there first, just barely. Now Cook. Cook chips it in the neutral zone. No, doesn't make its way out. Now Waterhouse below the goal line onto the left-hand side. She reverses again. Gives it back to Gauvin. Gauvin comes back again to the left-hand side. Sends it up. Arm up. We're going to have a Flames power play. And McInnes touches the puck. And we have ourselves a tripping call against Walker at the 17:27 mark here of the third period. Stars lead 3-1. Shots on goal showing 19-18 in favor of the Flames, who are now on the power play for 2 minutes or less. Lawrence, Nelson, Kimball, Borsier, and I didn't see who the left winger is over there. Dooland, maybe? It is Dooland. Borsier, cross ice to Lawrence. Lawrence through the neutral zone. She'll gain the blue line. Chips it to herself. Lawrence still with it. Wraps it around the boards to Borsier. Borsier has to step in way deep. Lawrence, tight angle shot. Chips off to the corner, held in by Kimball. No, Kimball has to send it back over to Borsier in the neutral zone. Back to Kimball. Kimball gets over the red line, throws it in, Dunn out to play it. 45 seconds gone in the Flames power play. Long toss by Kimball. Back to Boursier. Boursier across ice to Kimball. Kimball holds the blue line. And it makes its way out. Less than 1 minute now on the Flames power play. Arbeau out to play it. Boursier now. Boursier. She has to slow down. Loses it. Boursier. Cross ice. To Folks. Folks is going to gain the blue line herself. The offensive blue line. Folks still with it. Folks sends it back to Feltmate. Cross ice. Gauvin. Shot. She misses wide. 20 seconds now left on the Flames power play. 15:45 mark of the third period. Stars leading 3-1. That one skips off the stick of Cook. Feltmate takes a stab at it, sends it down. 5 seconds now left in the Flames power play. Maybe one more shot here. Puck comes back to Gauvin. Gauvin dishes it off. Shot. That's tipped. This is wide, and we're back to even strength. No shots on goal registered by the Flames on that power play. Puck into the neutral zone. Feltmate chips it in. Polchis grabs it. Polchis can't find it. Picked up by Cook. Now Polchis again chips it into the corner. 15 minutes even here in the third period. Flames trailing 3-1. Shot. Ends up in the corner. Now Cook with it. Cook centers it for Lawrence. Lawrence can't get a handle on it. Gauvin through a bunch of bodies. Bouncing puck. Here comes Lawrence again. Lawrence cuts in. Can't get the shot off. Polchis grabs a little squibbler in there, but nothing comes of it. And we'll have a face-off in the Stars zone. Flames still leading the shots on goal category, just barely, 21-8. 14:39 of the third period. Stars leading 3-1. First game of the two-game set. Second game here tomorrow morning. Grant Harvey Center in Fredericton on High Button Sports. Shot. That misses high, wide. I think that was Walker. Another shot in tight. Arbeau hangs on to that one. And we'll have a face-off in the Flame zone to the right of Arbeau. Activity starting to flow around us here in the arena. The local senior team, which has been extraordinarily popular, the Fredericton Express, in their return to senior hockey, largely playing their games at the LBR. They've played a couple here at the Grant Harvey. They're coming in after us, and they're still a few hours away from game time, and there's set up an activity here galore. They've filled the Grant Harvey Center for a few games, 1,800 plus. Great support for the senior team there early on. When they're at LBR, same thing, fairly high numbers packing the place. Here's Lutley in the neutral zone to Walker. Walker tries firing. She hits shin pads. Through the neutral zone. Here's Johnstone. Johnstone just shovels it into the corner. She's got Sommers with her. And Polchis. Johnstone hovering around out front. Cuts it off the other side. Gets past her. Past Walker. Kimball fires it towards the net. Didn't get much on it. Now Johnstone along the boards. Somebody lost a stick. Threw up their arms. No call. Wrapped around the other side. Gauvin pinches it in on McInnes. Now Doolin dishes it back to Kimball. Kimball shot attempt, doesn't get much on it. Ends up on the stick of Folks, who also can't really get it very far. Doolin in the corner, battling with Larkin. Centering puck. skips past Somers. Can't get a shot off. Back into the neutral zone. Kimball goes cross ice to Gauvin. Gauvin dishes it off to Folks. Folks tries stepping through, arm up. I think we're going to have a trip against Ginden. Nope. It is Fitzpatrick, I think. Either way, Flames headed to a power play here on a trip against the Stars. And it is 12-11. Let me reset my clock here to the right time. Face off to the left of Dunn. And it ends up on the stick of Feltmate. Feltmate goes cross ice to Gauvin. Gauvin, shot attempt. Bobbling in front. Dunn grabs that one and we'll have the face off over again. 11 seconds gone in the Flames power play here in the third period. Flames trailing 3-1. 23-19 are the shots on goal now. Face off to the left of Dunn. It'll be Folks for the Flames. And player tossed out. Folks wins it back to Feltmate. Folks gives it back to Feltmate again. Feltmate back to Folks. Folks dishes it to the corner to Cook. Cook back to Folks. Now sent down the ice by the Stars. Arbeau handles it for Gauvin. Gauvin is going to slow things down behind the net. She has a peek. Gauvin sends it to her right. Misses Feltmate, and the Stars throw that into the Flames bench. And the faceoff should come just into the neutral zone here outside the Stars bench, I believe. Lawrence in to take it for the Flames. I think it's Lutley for the Stars. And the Stars send that one all the way down too. Boursier halts behind the Flames net. Comes out. She comes up the left-hand side to Lawrence. Lawrence backhands in the neutral zone, but that one's turned over, coming back again the other way. Citron takes a shot. .40 seconds left on the Flames power play. Flames with multiple power plays today, unable to capitalize on them. Here's Dooland. Dooland, she's by herself. Tries to take a shot. Doesn't get through all the bodies into the neutral zone. It's going to come all the way back. There is 20 seconds left now on the Flames power play. 10:30 left in the third period. Kimball hanging it behind the net, looking at her options, sends it up her left-hand side, misses the target. Still picked up by Dooland in the neutral zone. Dooland and Johnstone headed to the net. Johnstone misses the backhand pass. And we are back to even strength as Fitzpatrick steps onto the ice. Gauvin pinches it off at the blue line. Gauvin dishes it off. Shot attempt. That one misses wide right. Polchi's on the boards. Sends it back across to Gauvin. Gauvin, shot. Misses over the net. Now it's coming all the way down. That'll be icing at the 9:43 mark of the third period. So we're a little over halfway through the third period. Stars still leading 3-1. Flames, several power play opportunities, unable to capitalize on any of them. And we'll have a face-off back in the Star zone. Johnstone in to take it. Won by the Stars. I think that's picked up by Larkin. Larkin still with it. Here comes Larkin. Larkin goes long cross-ice pass. Picked off in the middle by Walker. That pass I don't think was intended for her at all, but still had it. Here's Gauvin. Gauvin walks through. Gauvin tight. Just misses wide. Stars coming back the other way. Into the Flame zone. Below the goal line. Gauvin backhands it around the net. 9:07 mark here in the third period. Gauvin wraps up the left-hand side. Polchi's can't get a stick on it. Held in, I think that's Myers over there. Again, below the goal line. Gauvin shovels it to Smith. Smith. Held in by Larkin. Larkin fires it from a long ways away. Arbeau will stop that. And we'll have a face-off in the Flame zone at the 8:35 mark of the third period. Flames trailing 3-1 here. Shots on goal 24-22 in favor of the Flames, just barely. Stars have led the shots briefly, but for the most part, it's been pretty close anyways. Here's Player. Player by herself. Curls back. Player still with it. Finally knocked off it. Nelson tries to knock it in the neutral zone. Doesn't get very far. Now this one's going to go all the way down. Icing is signaled. That's waved off now. Puck in the neutral zone. Stars with it. Backhand into the Flame zone. It's going to be picked up by Kimball. Kimball wraps it around the right-hand side. Held in by Bradley. Fished out by Lawrence. Still with the Flames up the right-hand side. Here's Nelson. Nelson's by herself. She's going to throw it in and go for a line change. Done out to play it. Fitzpatrick now behind the net for the Stars. A little bit of pressure there by Somers. Skates past Fitzpatrick. Picked up by Gauvin in the neutral zone. Back on the stick of the Stars. Johnstone gets a stick on it. Sends it down low in the Stars zone. Gauvin with a pinch. Skips past her. Now Waterhouse. Waterhouse sends it up the left to Dooland. Dooland fishes it out. Dooland has Johnstone and Cook. Gauvin, long shot. That probably wasn't going to hit the net, but Dunn grabs it and hangs onto it anyways. At the 7:02 mark now of the third period. Shots on goal still 24-22 in favor of the Flames. Johnstone in to take the face-off against Lutley, I think. Johnstone wins it. Back to Gauvin. Gauvin's shot hits shin pads, ends up in the neutral zone. Here's Waterhouse. Waterhouse now in the neutral zone. That play's broken up. Now Cook. Cook in the neutral zone. Pushes it to herself. Still with it. Here's Cook. Cook working below the goal line. Johnstone tried jumping in there to help her. But the Stars come out with it. Here's Mullins. Mullins. Strong move to the net. She's directed off to the corner, just barely. She's going to send it back to the point. Against Lutley. Now Polchis. Polchis will send it up the boards. No icing here. Back into the neutral zone. We're at the 6:11 mark of the third period. Long shot. That hit somebody. I think it hit Folks. Polchis sends it back into the neutral zone. Now Feltmate. Got a stick on it. Stars send it back in. Arbeau out to play it. Boursier looks up the right-hand side. I think that hit Folks and came back. Larkin holds it at the blue line. That one's knocked free finally. Here's Lutley again. She's by herself. Now Boursier looking to get out of trouble here. Feltmate helps her out, picks it up. Wrapped back down low below the goal line. 5-minute mark now. Third period. Long rainbow shot on Arbeau. She'll hang on to that one. And we'll have ourselves a face-off. To the right of Arbeau, it will be Johnstone in to take the face-off against Walker. Won by Johnstone. Back to Kimball. Kimball wraps around the net to Gauvin. Gauvin centers it. Lawrence was there. Skips past her. And that one will go for icing. So 4-4-4 on the clock. And we'll have a do-over of that face-off. Walker against Johnstone. No, not Walker this time. Player against Johnstone. Johnstone wins it again. Back to Kimball. Kimball wraps up the left-hand side to Nelson. Nelson tries pushing it up to Lawrence, but didn't make it very far. And it's coming back the other way. Shot. That one's blocked. Puck into the neutral zone. Here's Mullins. Mullins chips it to herself. Play's broken up. Gauvin. Gauvin, neutral zone. She's just going to softly send it to the corner. Lawrence, a little bit of pressure on it. 4-minute mark of the third period. Kimball throws it towards the net. That's directed off to the corner. Here come the Stars. Send it up the left-hand side. Nobody there. Kimball's going to have it in the neutral zone. Kimball. Cross ice to Gauvin. Gauvin up the left-hand side to Folks. Folks battles along the boards up to Dooland. Here comes Dooland. Dooland got past the defender, but puck was too far ahead of her to do anything with. Now Folks. Folks dishes it backhand below the goal line. Here's Dooland again. Dooland looking. She dishes it off to the point. Stars turn it over in the neutral zone, dish it off into the Flames zone, head for a change. 3:20 now left in the third period. Flames still trailing 3-1. Hand up for icing, and this one will come back all the way to the Stars zone. It'll be off to the left of Dunn. At the 3:10 mark of the third period. Shots on goal still showing 24-22 in favor of the Flames. Johnstone out to take the face-off. She's got Lawrence on her right. And I can't tell. She wins it over to Lawrence. Lawrence shot attempt. A little bit soft, but it had a bit of an angle. Johnstone backhands it to Lawrence. Shot attempt. That one misses. Feltmate holds it at the blue line. Feltmate. Little bit of a toss towards the net. And Dunn will hang on to that one. 2:48 now of the third period. And we'll have Johnstone again in to take the face-off. Having a little bit of his success in there. I believe she's up against Player. No, linesman indicates encroachment. And we'll have that face-off over again. But Johnstone getting tossed out. Probably should have been Lawrence step in to take that on her strong side instead of Polchi's on her weak side. But too late now. We have to make a split-second decision. And the puck's back in the Flame zone. Johnstone below the goal line. Johnstone has it. Johnstone looks for the long pass to Lawrence. Doesn't make its way there. 2.5 minutes now left in the third period. Puck in the Flame zone. Flames need to find 2. That's just to tie it up. Larkin fires it into the Flame zone. Gauvin casually out with it. Throws it softly into the corner. All the Flames gone for a change. Flames now. Less than 2 minutes to make something happen. Dooland up the left-hand side. Sommers chips it ahead to herself. That's going to be picked up by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick comes out the left-hand side. Chips it in the neutral zone. Boursier, big collision in the neutral zone. I'm pretty sure Boursier is going to get the box for that one. And I was going to say body contact, interference. Sure, either call works for me there. So 1:37 left in the period. Flames trailing 3-1, and they will be shorthanded for the remainder or less of the game here. Boursier headed to the box. If If it was contact hockey, that was a great hit. Face off one. Back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick handling it at the point. She sends it off to her left. Shot attempt by Mullins. Fans on it. Still held in though. Fitzpatrick again with it. Battle along the boards. Makes his way out finally. And that'll go the length of the ice. 1:16 remaining in the game. Stars on the power play for the remainder of the game. Broken up in the neutral zone by Doolin. Doolin backhands it into the zone. And we'll have fresh penalty killers. Lawrence and Johnstone step onto the ice for the Flames. Comes back to Kimball. Kimball fires it down again. Lawrence is going to be right on it. Held in. Sent down. Johnstone dishes it off to Lawrence. And Gauvin is down on the ice laboring here. I didn't see what happened. 34 seconds left in the game. 57 seconds left in the power play. The refs have converged. Not sure what happened there. The refs are discussing if anybody saw anything. Gauvin heads to the Flames bench in a little bit of distress. That's not good for the Flames. Already down Daigle. Just got Waterhouse back. Can't afford any losses on the blue line. Face-off won by the Stars. Comes back to Waterhouse. Waterhouse cross ice to Kimball. Kimball fires it up. That's broken up. Flames with the empty net. Trying to make something happen. 10 seconds now left. Puck into the neutral zone. Stars with it. Shot attempt. That's going to be blocked by Kimball. 2 seconds, and that's going to do it. And that is your game. Down East Stars win the first game of the two-game set, 3-1. Final shots on goal, 26-22 in favor of the Flames. Flames on a bit of a skid. Hopefully bounce back tomorrow and find something. Join us tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. here at the Grant Harvey Center on High Button Sports. Same two teams, same place. And we will be right back into action. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you tomorrow morning.